name is Apostl Heavenlight Elizabeth Saidimu. I am a prophet and I have a message for Kenya. It's a message that I pray that it will get to our leaders and especially our president. This message the Lord gave me on 1st December 2007, and this is what he said. And this morning he told me to give it out to the nation. I've kept it for a long time, from 2007. It is my prayer that this message will get to the president, because I've been told what we need to do as Kenyans so that we can be rescued. I'll just go through what he gave me. He said, "Blessed is a nation whose God is the Lord." And he said this: if you obey his voice, I am speaking and giving you what he told me. If you obey his voice, God will protect Kenya from enemies. God will release a mighty revival. Friends, that revival is coming if only Kenyans obey God. God will keep the covenant he made with the Kenyan founders. I came to find out that the Kenyan founders, during the war of Mau Mau, they gathered together and lifted soil and poured it and said, "God, if you give us freedom, we will lead this nation using the 10 commandments." Friends, this nation is led using every other thing or every other way other than the 10 commandments. So our founders agreed with God that they were going to use the 10 commandments to lead this nation. We have walked away from that. In fact, not only walking away from that, we have even curtailed the churches. We have removed the freedom which would allow the church to do what God has said. This is a Christian nation. And the things that have been put in place and are being put in place now, even as we talk, are going to move us away from God. And it has, we have really moved away from God, friends. And so this is what the Lord said: God will use Kenya to fight evil and antichrist forces in the world. It is Kenya. It doesn't matter how small it is, but God is going to use Kenya to fight evil and antichrist in the world. That's what he said. And he continued to say, God will give peace to this great nation. God will give peace to this great nation. We are going through turmoil. There's so much that is happening. All of us know that there's trouble. But God is promising that He's going to give peace to this great nation. When God calls a nation great, He means that this is a great nation. And He goes ahead to say, and before Him shall be gathered all nations, and He shall separate them one from another, as shepherds divide his sheep and goats. And he shall set the sheep at his right hand, but goats on the left. Then shall the king say unto them on his right, Come, you blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundations of the world. Kenya has many things calling it away from God. And God is saying, my eyes are on this country. That's what the Lord is saying. It is time for you to seize the moment. For God is busy preparing Kenya as springboard of revival in Africa and in the world. Friends, the Lord has continued to speak, and He's saying what I've just said, that Kenya, once revival comes, Kenya is going to be used to do the things that I've just said. in Africa and in the world. Don't look at Kenya and think that it can't be done. It's about God. It's not about a human being. So the Lord has given me details of what we need to do as Kenyans, and He wants it done quickly. That's why I'm praying and trusting God that this message will get to our president so that we can do what God is saying and so that we can be delivered from what we are going through. If Kenya does not do what God is doing, because we are supposed to reach the Africa and the world, there's going to be trouble in the whole world. Friends, hear me. I am a prophet of the living God. God bless you. Let's continue praying and pray for this great nation. Amen.